Good morning, guys. Have you having a cool morning? It is kind of cool today. So today, well, this week we are going to start with our last week of the unit 5. So it means next week is going to be the exam, right? So I hope you're ready, and I'm going to start sharing to go to the last topic of this week. Okay, so we have been talking during this 2 weeks ago, we started talking about the countable and countable food and everything related, right? To order things, to ask for to talk about the containers, to talk about the presentations of food, etc. So today we're gonna work with how do we order things, making requests. So, as the title says, are you ready to order? So, it is still related to food. So, we're gonna go now to the restaurant topic, and we're gonna be asking how to ask for the food, and also the presentations we find food on restaurants. Well, in restaurants, and so let's start. So, at the restaurant. Here, we have, for example, these two types of category of menus. So when you go to a restaurant, you ask for the menu, right? And here you have the menu, which is like the general one, and then categories, which is like for specific events. For example, here we have a Christmas menu, which is obviously only for Christmas, and then we have the food menu, which is like the general one, right? The one we always have in restaurants whenever we go. So the appetizers. Can someone tell me what an appetizer is?
Aperitivos.
Uh-huh. Which means like it's not like a dish, but these are like pieces of most of the times are small pieces of food that you eat before you have your like your dish, right? The strong meal. Okay, so these are, I don't know, can you mention like two examples of appetizers? Can you guys give me examples of appetizers?
Puede ser salchichas.
Okay, Franks. For example, here we have some example. When we go to sushi restaurants, they offer you, for example, Caribbean chile. This chile with bacon, and then it has some stuff with cream cheese and like that. So those are also examples of appetizers. Okay, then we have beverages. What is a beverages? If someone asks you, you can find these type of questions like in the menu, you will find it as beverages or drinks. But when someone asks you, for example, the waiter or the waitress will ask you anything to drink, or do you want something to drink, or will you like something to drink, or maybe any beverage. So the beverages are in general. We can have water, we can have alcohol, we can have soda. So the beverages are in general, right? Starter. Okay, so we were talking before about the appetizers. So the appetizers, as we said, are small pieces of food. I mean, most of the time they come like in also small quantities. For example, I don't know, like 2 or 3, 4 maximum, I guess. So what's a starter then? How would you identify or differentiate a starter by an appetizer? What's the difference between a starter and an appetizer? What will you say will be the difference?
Que es como un platillo más ligerito, se podría decir, como para empezar a...
Ajá. So the appetizer, como decíamos ahorita, los appetizers pudieran ser más bien como bocados, ¿no? Bocadillos. And the starter, pues yo creo que también, pero un starter, it's like probably it has to do with what you're gonna eat. For example, if you're gonna eat a hamburger and you ask for fries, or you ask for, or if you're gonna eat bunless, for example, and you ask for these cheese fingers, so it's gonna be like more related, right? You're not gonna go to a Mexican restaurant and ask. The starter could be maybe the chips they put before they bring you the strong meal. Antes de que te traigan, que te llevan así como botanitas, that could be a starter. Okay, that main course or the main dish, it's also known as the main dish or main course. That is what you get, like what you ask to it, right? El plato fuerte. For example, here we have some pasta, here we have some fish, here we have a steak or ribs, I guess. And then here we have, I don't know what is this, but it's a dish, right? So the main course is what, like the strong meal, the strong dish. Okay, this is, I repeat, how we find them in the menu, right? Like as the main course, and then you're gonna find the different options they offer. Soup. Okay, so this is, we know it's liquid. We have chicken soup. We can have different types of soup, because maybe if we say soup, the first thing that comes to our mind is just chicken soup. But there are many different types of soup. And as we know, maybe como cremas in Spanish, maybe they enter in this category too. So as you can see here, we have what seems to be a carrot soup, or then this is a chicken soup, and this is, I don't know what is this, but well, it's a soup, right? Salad, probably one of the most common or the most famous nowadays. Many people nowadays are caring about their health, and they decide to eat, maybe when they eat out, sometimes they prefer to eat salads, or when they don't have time to cook, they order salads, and like that, right? Okay, and then a dessert. Okay, so a dessert are like the sweets, right? What you ask at the very end. Well, if you still have space in your stomach, you can ask for a dessert. So we have cheesecakes, ice cream, everything that is sweet, right? So these are the questions that a waiter or a waitress will ask you. So what would you like? What the question is with will, because the person is asking you, ¿qué te gustaría, right? So that is the meaning of it. What would you like to order? What would you like to eat? What would you like to drink? And what would you like for dessert? So these questions normally are not like, it's not like they're not gonna ask you all these questions at the same time. Most of the time they first ask you, ready to order? And then when you say yes, okay, what would you like to order? Or they can ask, instead of order, they can ask, what would you like to eat and to drink? And obviously, when they see that you're almost done with your food, they're gonna come again. They're gonna come again and ask you, what would you like anything for dessert, for example, or what would you like to, what would you like for dessert, or do you need anything else? These are questions, common questions that we receive at a restaurant, right? Okay, thank you, Litai. So ordering at a restaurant in English. Okay, so let's pretend this is we are in a restaurant. So these are like questions we're gonna be hearing around us. So can I see a menu, please? I'll recommend the soup. I have the pizza. Anything to drink? I like the check, please. Thank you. Have a good night. So here we have different like stages could be of people having conversations about in a restaurant. Obviously with the waiter, right? So when you first get to the restaurant, you ask for the menu. Unless you know the food they sell, you're gonna ask first for the menu, right? Or maybe I don't know. It's a type of restaurant that changes its menu every week, or I don't know. Most of the time, you are going to first ask for the menu. So, can I see the menu? The most common thing is that the waiter or the waitress gives you the menu without asking, but sometimes, I don't know, you can ask for it. Or while you're eating, you want to order something else. And I don't know, well, it's very common when you're eating that they take out the restaurant. So take out the menu, sorry. So they take the menu and then you can see in case that you want to order something else. So you ask, can I see the menu, please? And then they're gonna bring you the menu again. Okay, when you are ordering, maybe if it is a restaurant that you have gone many times, you will be able to recommend dishes to the people who's with you. So for example, I'll recommend the soup, or I'll recommend the hamburger, or maybe you can ask, what would you recommend me? ¿Qué me recomiendas? What would you recommend me? And then the other person will have the pizza. Once you are ready to order and then you have to say what you are gonna eat, you can use this type of expressions. Oh, I'll have the pizza. I'll like the pizza. Or I want the pizza, which is kind of rude, but it's possible too. And then, as I told you, the waiter or the waitress will say, oh, anything to drink? ¿Quieres algo de tomar? So then you can say, oh, yes, lemonade, juice, or whatever you're gonna take, right? And then when you're done with your food, with your dessert, you're ready to leave, then you have to ask for the check. I'll like the check, please. And then that person will go and give you your check. So then you will have to say, okay, do you accept credit card? Can I pay it with card? And then you leave the tip, right? In America and here in Mexico, we leave tips. Dejamos propinas. Okay, and then thank you. Have a good night. In case that it's in the evening, right? Si es en la noche, have a good night, because good night we say when it's like, when you think that it's kind of late in the evening, right? Okay, so let's practice. Sentences to use in a restaurant. Waiter, hello, can I help you? Yes, please. I would like to order a spaghetti. So for example, this question is more common, not when the waiter for the first time goes with you. It's more like when you are ready to order and you ask him to come. So then this is what they ask. Can I help you? Or ready to order. And then, for example, here we have this conversation. Yes, please. I would like to order a spaghetti. And you, madam? I'd like to order some soup. Okay, so madam, this is an expression used to refer to a woman when we don't know like if their marital status, right? If they're single, if they're married. So it's a polite way to refer to a woman whom we don't know the marital status. So I would like is like the key word or the key words for ordering things. I would like. Okay, let's read this conversation again. This is more examples. So Jorge, can you be the waiter, please? And
Sí.
Melanie, can you be John?
What would you like to drink?
I'd like to drink wine.
Mari, I'm gonna be Mary. I would like to drink water.
Anything else?
No, thanks. Ok, no me había dado cuenta que eran tres. I thought there were even two. Ok, so si se fijan y como les repito, when you're gonna ask for something, it's more polite and more common to use I would like. I would like. Que de la manera contraída no se dice I would like. O sea, sí lo puedes usar y está perfecto. Pero si quiero sonar más fluida, pues hay que contraer las palabras, right? And I like. Así como se lee, I like. Pues el I de que es yo, siempre va a ser I. Y nada más le agrego la D. I like. I like to drink wine. I like to drink water. I like to eat sandwich. I like to have a sandwich. I like to eat cheesecake. I don't know. So I like. I'd like. Esa es la forma contraída de I would like. ¿Ok? Then we have another conversation. These are three. Okay, so the waiter is gonna be Enrique. Enrique, you will be the waiter.
Sí.
John is gonna be Jose Ibarra, and Mary is gonna be Chesid. Can you help me to read it, please?
May I get you anything to drink?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Could you want to glass of orange juice, please?
Sure. Would you like new appetizer?
I have two tomato soup to start.
I have the shrimp soup.
Would you like to order anything else?
That will be all for now.
Let me know when you're ready to order your food.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so here we have a very common situation in restaurants when you are not ready to order your food, but you want to get a starter, right? Maybe this is more common to happen when you go to a restaurant uh, to see a friend or to when I don't know, es como un punto de reunión, right? When you use the restaurant not necessarily to go and eat, but when you use it to have a meeting in there or to I don't know, a reunion because of a birthday or because you're with a friend you haven't seen for a long time, I don't know. So obviously the waiter will tell you, okay, let me know when you're ready to order your food. O sea, avísame cuando estés listo. Porque cuando vas con el propósito de quedarte mucho tiempo en un restaurante, probablemente you don't start asking your food, right, at the beginning. First you ask for an appetizer or you ask for a drink. And then when, I don't know, when you consider that you have spent enough time with the person or with the people you are with, you can order for your food. Or maybe you are waiting for someone else and you don't want to order the food until the other person comes. O sea, no quieres ordenar hasta que llegue la otra persona. Okay, so then you can start asking for the starter, for an appetizer, or for a drink, right? So, as it says in here, may I get you anything to drink? Esta es otra forma de preguntar. ¿Quieres algo de beber? May I get you? Te puedo traer. May I get you anything to drink? How could you bring me 2 glasses of orange juice, please? 2 glasses, dos vasos. Okay, sure. Would you like an appetizer? Here is there a mistake. It should be an instead of na, right? Would you like an appetizer? I have. Entonces, I'll have es como decimos, otra manera de decir, de que quiero esto. Podemos decir, como les comentaba ahorita, acá, I would like to drink wine, I would like to drink water. Y aquí tengo, I'll have the tomato soup to start, and I'll have the shrimp soup. Entonces, podemos usar I'd like or I have. Entonces, sería la diferencia nada más que después del I, por ejemplo, I'd like, que es la forma corta del I would like. Y I'll have, con la L, I'll have es la forma corta del I will have, right? Okay, would you like to order anything else? O sea, maybe not the food, but maybe, I don't know, you would like to order wine or whatever. So then the waiter has to ask you, would you like to order anything else? Algo más, anything else. And then this expression, that will be all for now. Es todo por ahorita. I'll let you know later if I need anything, right? So that will be all for now. Es todo por ahorita. Okay, prices. How much does it cost? Voy a preguntar el precio de algo. Tal vez no está en el menú o alguien me ofrece algo que no está en el menú. So I need to know the price. So how much does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Oh, it is $15. Cuando hablamos de precios, si los preguntamos, we will have to use how much, right? And the answer, it has to be with the verb to be. Te la van a contestar con el verb to be. It is $15. It is 20. Or it's. Podemos contraerlo. It's instead of it is. How much is this or how much is that? Okay. For example, here, how much does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Esta pregunta se utiliza más bien cuando tú ya sabes de qué están hablando. Supongamos, I don't know, the waiter offers you or tells you, oh, you know what? We have a new sandwich that is made with the best bread and the best beef of the city, for example. And then you say, oh, good. How much does it cost? Entonces, repito, uso la pregunta, how much does it cost? Cuando ambos, o sea, tanto tú como el que te está atendiendo ya saben de qué están hablando. So, how much does it cost? Remember que usamos it para referirnos a algo de lo que ya tenemos referencia. Okay. To talk about something that you already know about. O sea, algo de lo que ya estuvieron hablando, reemplazamos ese sustantivo por it. How much does it cost? Y luego, si quieres preguntar sobre algo, en realidad, por ejemplo, no saben exactamente, pero tú quieres preguntar porque lo viste que alguien más. How much does the hamburger cost? Entonces, aquí sí voy a cambiar el it por el nombre de lo que tú quieres saber. O sea, los dos no saben de qué hablan, entonces usas ya el nombre real. How much does the hamburger cost? How much does the pizza cost? How much does the wine cost? Y así, pues ya ambos saben, right? Y aquí, how much is this? How much is that? Is, I don't know, let's say that your neighbor table, o sea, la mesa del vecino, están comiendo this ice cream, for example, in the cup. So then you can ask, oh, how much is that? Or how much is this? O sea, lo tomas, I don't know, let's say that you're in a store or in the restaurant, they having things to go, and then you can grab it and say, how much is this? Or how much is that? To point it out, right? This, cerquita, that, lejos. Oh, it is $7.30. Cuando no son cantidades cerradas, por ejemplo, acá que dijimos $15, que tienen centavos, so then we first say the first number and then we have the cents, right? It is $7.30. 7.30. So, and, para empezar a hablar de los centavos en este caso. Ways to pay. ¿Cómo voy a pagar? By check. When you ask for the check, es la cuenta, right? Pero ahora sí, maneras de pagar. Vamos a ¿cómo voy a pagar? Ok, so by check. Por cheque. By cash or by money. Or by cash or money with coins. Ya sea con efectivo o dinero, o efectivo o dinero con monedas. So you can use this type of payments, of pays, right? This type of pays. By debit card or by credit card. So when the waiter asks you, okay, how would you like to pay? Or how are you gonna pay? Oh, by check, by cash, by debit card, or by credit card. This is for the waiter to know if he needs to bring the machine to put the card, or just to by check, maybe they don't have this option. So you need to ask first for the options they have to pay, right? Tips. So what's the tip? It says, the extra money you give to the waiter. So el dinero extra que le das al mesero. Waiter, mesero, waitress, mesera. So where do you go when you want to? Okay, so let's start having conversations, guys. Tía mi Ana Gabriel, where do you go when you want to have a drink with a friend in the afternoon? So let's start recommending places. So Ana Gabriel, are you there?
¿Puede repetir la pregunta, por favor?
Okay, where do you go when you want to have a drink with a friend in the afternoon? Where do you go when you want to have a drink with a friend in the afternoon?
No sé.
Okay, Barbara, where do you go when you want to have a drink with a friend in the afternoon?
No sé, maestra.
Ay, no saben a dónde van cuando quieren tomar algo con un amigo o con una amiga.
A un café a veces.
Okay, to a cafe. Could be to Cafenio, could be to a Starbucks, could be to, there are some places where they have, for example, I don't know, where they offer desserts and they also have different types of presentations of coffee, right? Okay. Where do you go? Let me ask. Diana, where do you go when you want to eat something fast before you go to the movies?
Pues sí comí algo antes de ir a película.
Ajá, al cine. ¿Qué comes? Where do you go? ¿A dónde vas para comer
Ah,
algo antes de ir al cine?
mm, palomitas yo creo.
Okay, to get some popcorn. Okay, so you eat them before the movies. Te las comes antes de la película.
Ah, no.
So it says, ¿a dónde vas? Supongamos que estás en galerías y la
Ajá.
película empieza en 1 hora, pero tienes mucha hambre. So where do you go when you want to eat something fast? ¿Quieres algo rápido?
Mm, pues al Maldonas que está ahí.
Okay, to fast food then, digamos, no comida rápida, fast food.
Ah, sí.
Okay, thank you. Litai, where do you go when you want to have an evening meal in a good restaurant? You want to go to a good restaurant in the evening, es en la noche. Where do you go? ¿A dónde te gusta ir?
Pues creo que sería San Sebastián.
San Sebastián, okay? Thank you. So, how can we recommend or how can we answer these type of questions in a more, if we want to sound fluent, if we want to sound interesting, how can we answer these questions? Okay, oh, there's a very good cafe in, I don't know, Bendita Patria, for example. Entonces, recomendar es como que decir, oh, there's a very good, there's a very good meat in San Sebastián. Or there's a very good, there are very good chips in Carl's Jr., for example. I don't know. Entonces, usamos there is si estamos hablando de algo en singular. Por ejemplo, el platillo en específico. Por ejemplo, el café. Y usamos there are cuando hablamos, por ejemplo, en el caso de las chips. O cuando hablamos ya en algo en general. A lo mejor, no sé, hay varias cosas. So, para recomendar, repito, we use this type of expressions. Oh, there's a very good this in this. Or there's a very good restaurant. O hablamos de lugares ya en sí. Por ejemplo, there's a very good restaurant downtown called, I don't know, Suabel, for example. I don't know. Entonces decimos there's a very good cafe, there's a very good restaurant, there's a very good buffet, there's a very good there are very good tacos or whatever, and then we say in para decir en dónde, right? And called para decir el nombre. In para decir en dónde los encuentras, called para decir cómo se llaman. Ok, vamos a hacer un intento. Jorge, can you recommend me a restaurant or something and tell me, okay, there's a very good cafe, there's a very good restaurant, there are very good tacos, there are very good quesadillas, I don't know, y en dónde y cómo se llama.
Pero no se lo digo con la frase que está ahí,
Sí,
con la oración esa ahí.
sí, pero pues quítale el café para que tú le agregues lo que me vas a recomendar.
A ver.
A
O sea,
ver, dime.
Girasole, there's a very good, prepares very good food.
Oh, this is a restaurant, right? Girasol is a
Ajá.
restaurant. So there's a very good restaurant in...
Okay.
¿Dónde está?
Ah, no me acuerdo.
En una placita o en una calle, ¿no? Don't you remember?
Sí, en una calle.
Ok, so inventa la calle entonces para que completes la oración. There's a very good restaurant in... Ahí pones la calle y luego
No sé,
called.
in Madero Street.
Ok, called. Ahora sí, ¿cómo se llama?
Girasole.
Girasol. Ok, very good. Muy bien. So, repito entonces, para recomendar algo, podemos decir, there is a very good restaurant in Madero Street called Girasole. Obviamente va a cambiar dependiendo de lo que estemos hablando. Podemos hablar de la comida, de la bebida, podemos hablar del restaurante, de los tacos, I don't know. Okay? So then it says, how to ask an order in a restaurant. Keywords, palabras claves. What are you going to order first of all? ¿Qué vas a ordenar? Okay, so a dessert, a dish of, vanilla ice cream or out of this world. Out of this world, pues es una expresión como decir, oh, algo que esté muy bueno. Entonces usamos la expresión out of this world to talk about something que está pues muy rico, right? So a dessert, repito, un postre, a dish of es como un platillo de, a dish of chicken, a dish of fish, a dish of pasta or whatever, right? Un platillo de lo que se te antoje. Vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream or strawberry ice cream. Entonces el primero es el sabor y después la nieve, right? And out of this world, como les comentaba, algo que esté muy rico, entonces estás pidiendo, you want a recommendation. So activities, we're gonna role play example. Waiter, what would you like for dessert? I can't decide. What do you recommend? I recommend our vanilla ice cream. Déjenme hacer unas correcciones. No usamos este cuando os pregunta. Ni este aquí. I'm sorry for this, guys. I let this happen. No corregí. Okay, I recommend our vanilla ice cream. Everybody says it's out of this world. Okay, please give me a dish of vanilla ice cream. Entonces, si se fijan aquí, dice, what would you like for dessert? ¿Qué quieres de postre? I can't decide. Esta es una palabra clave que la verdad nos pasa a todos. When we go to restaurants sometimes, well, at the beginning, maybe we don't know what we want. No sabemos qué queremos. So this is an expression very common. Oh, I can't decide. No me puedo decidir. What do you recommend? ¿Qué me recomiendas? Oh, I recommend our vanilla ice cream. Everybody says it's out of this world. O sea, que está riquísimo. Okay, so please give me a dish of vanilla ice cream. Entonces es como que, bueno, tráeme uno. Yes. I will erase it. Ok, ahora dice, what would you like? Pudiera ser to eat, or for dessert, or to drink. Entonces, for dessert, to eat, or to drink. Lo dice, I can decide, what do you recommend? I recommend over whatever. Everybody says it's whatever. Please give me a dish of lo que sea. Aquí tengo las opciones. What would you like for lunch? I recommend our soup, for example. Everybody says it's very good. Or everybody says, no sé, whatever you like. Okay, so let's match it. Vamos a unirlo primero y después vamos a cambiar las opciones, okay? So, what would you like? ¿Cuál sería la opción de la 1 a la 4? What would you like to what? So, what would you like? ¿Y cuál de estas opciones? From 1 to 4. ¿Cuál iría aquí?
For lunch.
For lunch, thank you. What would you like for lunch? I can't decide. What do you recommend? No me puedo decidir. ¿Qué me recomiendas? So then it says, I can recommend. ¿Qué le recomienda?
Soup.
Okay, or soup. Everybody says it's
Very good.
very good. Very good. Okay, please give me a
bowl of.
a vowel of. Entonces, como que dime pues un platito, ¿no? Si se acuerdan, los vowels son los platitos hondos. Ok. I'm gonna erase it. Lo voy a borrar. And we're gonna go to the second one. Entonces, podemos usar expresiones como que todo el mundo está diciendo que está bien bueno o que tú quieres decir que está muy rico. Entonces, we can say it's out of this world. Or we can say it's very good, it's delicious, it's awesome, it's delicious. I will use that one. Okay, activity 2. Otra vez tenemos aquí. It says in the number 1, what would you like?
For breakfast.
Okay, for breakfast, very good. And then I can decide, what do you recommend? I recommend our
Pancakes.
Everybody says that they are
Delicious.
excellent, very good. Okay, please give me an
Order of pancakes.
very good. Entonces, si se fijan, aquí estamos usando otras expresiones. What do we love for breakfast? Para desayunar. Then it says they're delicious, como les comentaba ahorita. Okay, please give me an order of pancake. Entonces ya también va a depender en la forma en la que te vendan ese platillo. Entonces en este caso es una orden, an order of pancakes, una orden de pancakes o hotcakes or whatever you call them. Okay, number 3, una más. So it says, what would you like?
For dessert.
Very good. Wait. What would you like for dessert? Customer, I can't decide. What do you recommend? I recommend our
Chocolate cake.
very good. Chocolate cake. Everybody says it's
Excellent.
Excellent.
excellent. Very good. It's excellent. Okay, please give me a
piece of chocolate.
very good. A piece of chocolate cake. Or we can say a piece of it or a piece of cake. Nada más. Okay, very good. I'm gonna erase it. And then, bueno, como recordatorio, pues la segunda evaluación, ¿no? Antes de terminar, vamos ahora a repasar, vamos a practicar. Tenemos un minuto restante de esta sesión. Vamos a practicar una conversación como estas. Ahorita voy a volver a hablarles y vamos a continuar, pero ahora vamos a improvisar, ¿ok? We're gonna change and choose our own answers. Entonces ahí les hablo de nuevo.